Hello everybody, welcome to my Survivors Insight channel. I wanted to speak today of domestic violence in honor because this is domestic violence month. So I wanted to speak on how domestic violence impacted my life. Because domestic violence does not affect the person that actually went through it, it affects everybody that actually loved them. So I wanted to share a story about my uncle. And before I start, I wanted to show you a few pictures of him so you can get an idea of what he looked like, and then I'm going to describe him a little bit to you. So this is a picture of my uncle. His name is Michael Youngblood. This is a picture of him and his mom, which is my grandmother. Yay! This is a picture of him and my mom when they was younger. They always have fun like this, so don't worry about it. It's so funny. So this is a picture of my uncle and my godmother. They always silly together, so that's why the picture looks silly. And this is another picture of my mom and my uncle here. And you can see how funny they look. Don't worry about them. They know what they're silly. And this is a picture of me and him stuffing our faces because I love food. Don't worry about it. So just want to show you that. So I wanted to now to speak about him. Okay, so my uncle was very funny. He loved to laugh. Oh my God. We had so many things we joked about and laughed about because he was so silly. He was the type of person that if you're going through something, you can call him and he will make you forget what you're going through. And I used to do that a lot. A lot of time when I'm going through something or my mom was going through something, we would always call him because he was that type of person. Even my aunts would tell you they go to him because of how funny he is and how he always liked to just laugh a lot. My uncle was molested when he was a child. And it was by a family member. And because of that, he didn't never get healing from it. So his idea of handling it was doing drugs and drinking. And I believe if he would have got healing, I think things would have been so much better for him. That's why healing and speaking about what you've been through is so important. And I know we live in a world where sometimes people think that telling your problems, make you less than a person or they look down on you. But believe it or not, speaking about what you're going through actually helps. So because of that, he made bad decisions, bad choices. And sometimes it affected him and us. So I want to tell you about a woman he was dating. He was dating this one particular woman off and on for years. Their relationship wasn't easy. It was actually a little bit complicated. And I don't know why they kept being with each other. I know my mom kept telling him and my grandmother over and over she wasn't right for him. My mother never trusted her. And I never knew why. I never liked her too much, but I didn't know why either, to be honest. I just didn't have a good feeling about her, but that's who my uncle wanted. I had to respect his wishes. And they just off and on been going together for years. They broke up, get back together. Broke up, get back together. He'd be with someone else, she would date someone else. My uncle have kids. He actually have 2 of them. Actually, it's a long story. So he has 2 of them. And at the time of my uncle's death, he wanted to go back and try a relationship with his daughter, mom. And he actually told her about it. 3 weeks before his death, she actually got him jumped. And my grandmother was so upset with it. And for whatever reason, he went back to her. This particular day, which was on Friday, October 8th, 2004. The night before, actually, they was actually fine. My aunt said everything was going okay. My grandmother actually went out of town. I think it was Atlantic City, just to get a night out. So that morning everything was going good. On Friday they actually was out in the park with my niece and nephew, and my uncle was in the park playing cards and everything. So she actually asked him at that moment, she said, "Are you sure you want to go back to your daughter's mom?" And he said yes. She took out a knife and sliced his neck in broad daylight. It was so heartbreaking. And he died. He died in a process of worrying about his niece and nephew, trying to make sure they get away from him so they wouldn't have to continue to see him bleeding out. And he actually died en route to the hospital. But a lady, by the grace of God, I tell you, God's timing is so amazing. She actually prayed with my uncle, and he actually just asked God for forgiveness and everything. And it was amazing how the timing works. Because of his bad choices in life, the DA felt that if we went to trial, that it was possible that she probably would have walked. So he told us to take a plea. So she got 15 years in jail, and she's actually out in jail right now. My grandmother was never the same. My grandmother is one of the strongest people in the world. And for the first time in my life, I saw this woman break down. And she was never, ever the same. This is how domestic violence affects people. We need to see what we can do to help get a plan in place to make these women and men feel safe to leave. Because believe it or not, they believe in a mind, in which unfortunately by statistics is actually true, that they safer if they stay. Because it's so many times when a woman or a man try to leave the relationship, and then that's when they actually get killed. So in their mind, they think it's safer just to stay. So we need to figure out as a community, what can we do to come up with something to protect these people, to let our family members and our friends know that we would do everything in our powers to help protect them, so they will feel like it's okay for them to leave in a safe way and still have their life. We need to, whatever is going on in each other's lives, we need to figure out a way to heal it. Because taking your anger and frustrations out on someone else is not right. A man is not a man if he put his hand on a woman. A woman is not a woman if she puts her hand on a man. It does not give you a right to take a person's life because they do not want you anymore. So we need to think on how to figure out a way to stop this from happening. If you are upset with whatever is going on in your life, get help. See a therapist. But do not take it on a person you claim to love. Because in 2005, I was diagnosed with cancer. And if my uncle was alive, I believe that experience would have been so much different. But he was gone for no reason. He was gone because he wanted somebody else and because he told her about it. And now she's out living her life like nothing. And it's not right, and it's not fair. And it needs to also, we need to figure out as well how to keep these people in jail. When you take a life, you need to actually lose your life in a way that you stay in jail. So I just want to make sure I put that in there, because I don't want people to be like, oh, that means you're saying no revenge. We don't believe in revenge killing, but we do believe that if you take a life, you need to spend the rest of your life in jail. You should not have the right to come out of jail and have a life with your future, when your kids or your parents, because the person's life you took they can't do that anymore. So we need to do more to keep these people in jail. We need to do more to keep people safe. And I want to do more to keep people safe. I want to do more to stop domestic violence, because the one heartbreaking thing is so many people getting killed out here, and we need to stop it. We need to do more. We have to do more, because these are people that we love, that we care about, that we cherish, and they are losing their life from domestic violence. And instead of quitting on our family members and saying, well, if they stay in, we're not going to speak to you. Let's stop saying that, because a lot of times it's the judgment that from people that gets these people to stay. We don't have the right to judge each other. If anything, we have the right to help each other. So if we see someone that we love in a domestic violence situation, Let's please come together and say, hi, I love you. Hi, I'm there for you. Hi, what do you need? Hi, if you need anything, I'm here for you. If you just need to talk, I'm here for you. Show them what love is. Show them that love is not staying with someone that hurt you. Show them this. And I promise you, this might make a difference. Because a lot of times we stay in relationships because we don't know what love is, or we don't have someone that loves us. And believe it or not, there are people out there who are born to manipulate. And if they see that this person don't have a lot of family and friends supporting them and there for them, they will use it to their advantage to manipulate. And then that's how this situation comes about. So I just wanted an honor to show you that when you stay in a domestic situation, this is exactly what your family is going to have to see. This is my Uncle Michael obituary. We had to see him in a casket. And it shouldn't have been that way. If we have to understand that this day ruined our lives. It's a sad day. And as you see, this is the day of the anniversary of his death, and it does not get easier. I woke up today in so much hurt and so much extra pain because of what today is. And I wish he was still here. So, to everybody who lost someone by a domestic violence situation, my prayers is with you. Anybody who's going through it right now, I hope that you look at this video and you see how I'm telling you how it impacted my life, and you see the end result, and you reach out to a family member or a friend and you get out of it. Someone out there who has a family member or a friend who's going through a domestic violence situation, I hope you look at this video and say, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm not going to judge her or him, and I'm going to reach out and help them. This is what this video needs to do. So I just want to tell y'all again, thank y'all so much for watching my video. And remember that as long as you're still alive, you still have time to live out your dreams. So thanks for subscribing to my channel. Until next time, keep fighting, keep the faith, and don't give up.